guys, it's what, Tattoo Apocalypse Part 2. So we're here with Jake Williams and at Anchored Ink in Springfield. They also have a Eugene location. And if you guys were here 3 weeks ago, we did this part, or Jake did. I didn't do anything. I just stand here and hold my arm. And now he's doing the rest today to finish it up. And Jake is going to offer some fun stuff for you guys. So
some goodies.
Yeah, some goodies. So we're looking for 2 winners. And what you're going to do is you're going to go like your page is called 45 Degree Northwest. So it's 45 and then degree spelled out. It's on the top of the page here. And then NW. You go like that page and you can comment there if you want, or you can comment right down in the comment section here. Tag 2 friends, and then you will be eligible to win one of 2 prizes. So one is $100 worth of tattoo work by Jacob, and the other is an adventure. Jake is like an avid fisherman and hunter. He just got a bear. So we don't want to limit it, because if you don't like fishing but you like hunting, he wants to take you on something you want to do. So he's going to take you out there and probably videotape you, because he's starting this. We're going to talk a little bit about that. He's got this page going, and so you're going to be one of his clients, but you'll get to go for free, and he's going to do a video of you. Plus, they're going to give you. Are you getting a Northwest swag? Is that the swag?
Yeah. We'll do a 45 Degrees Northwest shirt and hat.
And then do you guys have for Anchored Ink?
Anyway.
Anchored Ink swag?
I probably could. I could do an Anchored Ink shirt too.
Okay, so we'll do that for the one who wins the tattoo.
Yeah.
Good
idea.
Okay, so that's what we're getting here. And if anybody makes comments, Tim is behind the camera here, so he'll be reading. If you hear a weird voice, well, not a weird voice, but another voice, that's Tim. So come over this way, because I want to get Jake's face. So the last time we were here, it was really fun, because we figured out, he already knew, but I got told, that we met when he was 10 in Mrs. Price's class at Mount Vernon Elementary. Do you remember what I said that stood out to you so much? People have been asking me, and I said I didn't ask. I said I was too flabbergasted.
I don't really remember. I know, we were writing letters to soldiers, because Mrs. Price's son was over in Iraq at the time, and obviously like super impactful just to be involved with something like that as a kid. I'd never done anything like that, so it was just a cool experience to be able to get to write to soldiers. And then Rick Dancer is a local news guy, and my parents and grandparents always have news on and stuff, so I thought you were somebody famous or something like that, somebody off of TV that I'd never seen before. And I don't really remember what you were necessarily talking about while you were speeching or whatever, but I just remember it being really, really impactful moment. Something that I've never ever forgotten. So.
Okay, so here, Jake, now you got to know, this is just how life works, you guys. It's really weird. I wasn't even thinking about this. But today, this morning, I was at Mount Vernon.
Oh, really?
The principal, who I've known for the last 7 or 8 years, is retiring. So they had a surprise going away party. The entire school was in the gym. They took her away on an errand, and then all the kids got in the gym and were singing a song when she walked in. And she's all stunned and everything. So they had me come and speak to her.
Right.
So I didn't know what I was going to speak about, and I just got in the room and I went, oh, wait a minute. So I went in and I told them about our story. And I showed them my tattoo. and I said, awesome. So Jake was in Mrs. Price's class when he was 10 years old. And also I look in the back, and Mrs. Price's daughter works there.
Oh, wow.
And she was crying and going, oh my God. And she came up to me afterwards, and she's got tears running down her face. She goes, my mom is going to be so excited to know that she impacted that little boy's life. And so she goes, what's his name? Because she'll remember. And I said, Jake Williams. So she's going to go home and tell her mom.
Awesome.
Don't you think that's weird?
So cool. That's so cool.
So it's like that. I was telling Tim, it's kind of like life's like a river, and if you just jump in, you can't step in, you can't paddle around, you got to jump all in,
right?
And then stuff like that can happen to you. Okay. And it's like, but here it is today, and I did not plan that at all. I just knew, I had to go to that thing this morning, and didn't think about it at all. And
That was this morning. That
It
you
was
wanted
this
that?
morning.
That's cool.
Yeah, I actually
Wow.
did a video in my car and it's posted on your page, and I was
Oh,
praying
cool.
to God that you hadn't seen it because I wanted to I wanted to see your reaction when I told
Yeah,
you
no,
that.
that's awesome.
Isn't that really
That's
cool?
awesome. Yeah, yeah.
So she was going to go home and tell her mom, and they were going to go look up the original video when you
Okay,
told, and
okay.
then they'll probably come out and find this one too. So isn't
That's
that
cool.
awesome?
Yeah, that's awesome. That is.
So yeah, Jake's a local kid, and tell him about your,
Born and raised.
huh?
I said born and raised.
Born and raised in Springfield, Oregon, right?
Yep. Yep.
So
I'll tell everybody that story.
yeah. So tell him about your, but he's the guy's an avid. You love hunting, you love fishing.
Yeah. Just being born and raised in the Northwest. Actually, so my mom's maiden name is Hunter, which
That's bizarre.
explains the whole side of the family.
Is your dad a fisher?
Yeah, that's not his last name, but he does.
His middle
he does
name
like
is
to.
Bear.
Right,
Yeah.
right. Son Bear.
So you started this page, and that's what we need you to like. So again, you guys, if you're just tuning in, we're giving away 2 prizes. So one is a $100 worth of tattoo session and some Anchored Ink swag, and the other one is an adventure, either hunting or fishing or whatever you guys come up with.
Yeah.
Jacob, he videotapes this and puts it on a Facebook page, which we want you to also like. You need to like that page. It's called 45 Degree spelled out PN for Pacific Northwest, and that's the site that you're working on now. And his dream is to kind of do. He's already doing videos. He has a really cool bear video on there, but he's already doing some stuff like that.
Yeah, we're gonna do a lot of inspirational videos. Trying to inspire people to get outdoors and do some of the things that we're trying to do, because we're not professionals. We're just out there trying to have fun, and we want to kind of teach people and inspire people to get out there and do the same thing. So a lot of the videos that we do will be educational, like how to tie a fishing line, or how to be safe with a rifle, or whatever.
Why the outdoor? Why do you want to teach people? Why is that good for people?
It's something that I'm really passionate about. I grew up doing it, and I mean it's been a huge part of my life, and now as an adult, I probably do it even more now than I ever did. I ever even considered growing up, and I feel like it's kind of a dying breed. Like the great outdoorsman is kind of. It's almost non-existent anymore. All the kids are growing up inside with their computers, and they experience life through their cell phone or through their TV screen. And,
Right.
Getting outside is, for me, it's how I recharge my batteries.
That's your therapy.
Yeah, that's my therapy, and it works so well for me.
So you think there's other people out there that probably, if they, rather than relaxing on Instagram at night, that possibly they could,
or grabbing a beer and getting a little loose or whatever. Not that I'm against that by any means, but just being a little bit more productive and getting out there and experiencing things that you're not going to get to experience otherwise. I mean, most of the stuff that I see while I'm out there, I'd never see if I wasn't out there doing it.
So he was just out there like a couple weeks ago, and he comes up the road and there's a bear, like a big bear.
Big bear, like twice my size, coming right at me.
So whereas you and I would run, no, he goes trying to get it.
Yeah, and probably came within like 5 yards of this bear too. And I mean, it was, as soon as I seen it, I mean, I started shaking uncontrollably. I was kind of filming at the time, being stupid. I'd seen a big pile of bear crap, and I'm filming the bear crap, and then turn the camera off and walk 30 feet, and that bear's coming right at me from like 25 yards away, and I just froze, and started shaking uncontrollably. The bear went off into the brush, and then I snuck up there where the bear had gone into the tree line and everything, and it jumped up and went running.
So I was also telling Jake today that I took my truck, my new truck, I took it to Lithia to get it, the 10,000 mile checkup done on it. Yeah, and I've had it since November, and I already have 10,000 miles on it. And the woman who came up to get my information, I said, okay, yeah, I'm going to get a tattoo. And she goes, oh yeah, I know. I watched your show. And she goes, I have one too. I'm going in tomorrow. So yeah, everybody's paying attention to this tattoo. You've had a lot of people saying.
Yeah. Almost everybody that's come in the shop has brought something up about it. And then hanging out with friends and stuff outside of work, everybody's been talking about it.
What do you think that is for tattoos? I mean, it's also, it's a 60-year-old guy getting a tattoo, but probably that they see you kind of as conservative or something, whatever their image is out there.
I actually have had a lot of people tell me that they thought you were more conservative than that, and so it's just a line of dialogue that you just wouldn't expect to see or experience or whatever, So it's kind of cool. Everybody that I grew up with, they all grew up around here, and they all watched you on the news and stuff growing up. So it's cool to You know, it's like me being that 10-year-old kid. You know, and Rick Dancer is up in front of my class talking to us, and I thought it was just the coolest thing in the world. And, you know, I feel like a lot of people kind of feel that way about the whole situation. You know, so.
Well, I feel cool being here with you putting a tattoo on.
Right.
It is really. It does kind of change your I don't know. It kind of changes your attitude a little bit. Or it's been fun for me. You know what I mean?
I've actually been noticing you've been wearing a lot of tank tops.
Yeah, my wife. That's the first thing my wife said. She goes, "Oh God, are we gonna start wearing a bunch of tank tops?"
But she likes it, right?
Yeah, she does. She thinks it's really pretty and stuff. And
Yeah.
my youngest son said something about it, and Jake, my one that has tattoos, my youngest doesn't, but my oldest does. He thought it looked really good. So
Cool.
oh man,
I hope so.
it doesn't hurt that. I mean, you know what it really is. It's like when you first start, it's kind of like and then people kept telling me that, and then you just get used to it.
Yeah.
And you kind of go, oh yeah, it's not that bad.
Yeah.
It's not.
Your endorphins kind of kick in.
Right. And you don't feel
body
like
kind of
it's.
adjust to it.
So guys, again, if you want to win $100 worth of Jake services, or an adventure trip, fishing, hunting, or something, whatever you guys come up with, outdoors, and some swag, you gotta go like that 45, the number 45, and then the word degree, and then PN and
NW.
PNW. Sorry. And it's on there on the page up on the top there. So you guys, you can just tag that and it'll go to it. Like that page, and you can comment over there, or you can comment on here, wherever this video is. Just put and tag 2 people so that they'll get to see the video as well.
Yeah.
And then Jake will go through it and pick the winners, and probably call somebody and say, the first one's going to be like, which one do you want? Or you can tell them in the thing, if you said which one you want, that'd be helpful too.
Yeah, yeah. Well, in the trip that we're gonna do, the idea at first was to do a fishing trip, but we want to try and cater to your guys' needs. And you know, if you want to go out and shoot a rifle or shoot some handguns or go and scout for some animals and get ready for hunting season, we're kind of willing to do just whatever you guys want.
If you have a tag, if you already have a tag, you can take them hunting.
Yeah.
But if you don't,
summertime, there's not much to hunt for right now.
Right.
Absolutely. Whatever they want to do.
Did you asking questions?
People are saying they can't wait to see it when it's done.
So here's what we're gonna do. So Jake and I are gonna this afternoon, when he gets all finished, we'll do another live and show you guys what the finished thing looks like, what the tattoo, the artwork looks like, and so you'll be able to see the whole thing. And we're also gonna do a video. I got a guy coming in here a little bit, and he's gonna shoot a video for Jake so he can use this to get more business. Because after all, I'm not just getting the tattoo. We're trying to help Jake get other people into. And there's a whole bunch of artists in here. Jake's not the only guy.
Right.
There's other people who do really great work, and they're a team in here.
Yeah. Everybody in here is really, really talented. We've got, between everybody, probably like 60 years of tattoo experience in this shop. So definitely something for everybody, for sure.
What do you think it is about tattoos right now? Are they more popular than ever, or have they been popular for quite a while?
I think it's more popular than it ever has been. I think one, it's becoming more acceptable, and I hate to say it, but the TV shows, the tattoo TV shows, have definitely opened up a lot of doors for the industry and made it a little bit more mainstream. You know, when I was younger, it was the rough crowds that were getting tattoos, and now it's everybody's mom and dad and grandma and grandpa included. You know.
Yeah,
so.
I've had a number of people come on the page and say that I got mine when I was 60, or some lady came on and she goes, honey, I got mine when I was 80 and I'm 83. So it's kind of like a bucket list thing for people.
Never too old.
That's right.
There is a such thing as too young, but you're never too old.
Yeah, you could be too young for a tattoo. What's the youngest person you've ever tattooed?
18.
Is that what it has to be?
Yeah.
Even with the parents' permission?
Yeah, in Oregon, yeah.
Oh, so I didn't know that. So you got to be 18.
Yeah, there's no parents' consent in Oregon anymore. They took that away probably 15, 20 years ago, something like that.
So why'd you get into this?
Because tattoos are badass. That's why I got it.
It is true.
I grew up in art. I grew up, actually, I took art classes out at the university before I was even in kindergarten, actually. And, you know, for my parents, it was daycare, but for me, I was going to art school and got to do art all day long and stuff. So I've just always been involved in it. And, you know, when I got into high school and started thinking about what I really wanted to do with my life, I wanted to be an artist, you know, whether it's drawing, painting, whatever. And at the time, the only thing that I could think of where I could actually make a legitimate career out of being an artist was doing tattoos. But also back then, it wasn't like it is now. You know,
Right.
it was the rough crowds that were getting tattooed back then. So I kind of dismissed the idea as quick as I thought of it, just because I kind of grew up around a rougher crowd and didn't really want to get sucked into the drama of all that lifestyle, you know. And looking back on it, I wish I would have started straight out of high school, because, you know, I'd have 20 years experience at this point. But I'm blessed to be where I'm at, and having taken this path, I mean, it's opened up so many doors for me, and life is good.
Don't you think it's kind of cool though that your art, like, do you ever see people like, well, I know obviously you see me, but somebody you knew,
Yeah.
and you're walking down the street and you looked over and you're going, I mean, because, you know, most art is
I
hung
actually
in a
was
house.
just in the store night before last, actually, and somebody came walking through one of the aisles right in front of me, you know, as I was turning a corner, and I was like, yeah, the tattoo looks familiar. And then as I walked off, I was like, yeah, I did that tattoo a couple months ago.
See, I think that'd be cool. Plus, everybody's advertising for it.
Right.
You know what I mean? Most people, you get a piece of art, you put it in your house or on a buffet or something,
Yep.
you know, and there it is. It's just on somebody's wall. But yours is walking around, you know, in tank tops
Living
and
and breathing. And,
yeah.
yeah,
So more
climbing mountains, and
more men, more women, or is it pretty equal?
it's pretty equal.
Is it? Yeah.
Yeah. And even age groups, I would say it's pretty even anymore.
Huh.
Yeah. We see 78-year-old people come in here all the time and get tattoos. There's actually a lady that comes in here, and she's probably, I'd guess, in her 80s, and she's got more tattoos than I do.
Wow.
Yeah. It blew me away.
Yeah. So you guys, again, we will come back when this is all done later today. It's probably going to be 4:30, something like that.
Yep.
And we'll do a little live. We won't have Tim here, but Jason and I, or Jake and I will figure it out. We'll figure out a way to do it.
Yeah.
And again, so the thing you want to do is if you want $100 in tattoo work by Jacob, or Jake, you're both.
Jacob. Overtime.
You go in and like the, I gotta remember the page again.
45 degrees
the
northwest.
number, degree, and then PNW.
NW.
Or NW, Northwest. I keep putting Pacific Northwest in there. It's Northwest. And it's on the top of the page. Just link on that. Go like their page. And then comment in here. Tag 2 people. Comment if you want to, which package you'd want. You want to go hunting or fishing, or do you want to go get the tattoo work? And then we'll get back to you guys in a little while. I'm going to sit here under the needle for the afternoon. So
I'll be trying not to spell my name wrong.
yeah, please don't put your, yeah, he's going to sign it. Yeah, that's just what I want.
Right.
Hey, who's Jake, Rick? It's my kid. All right, thanks you guys. We'll see you in a little bit.